Have you ever spoken to someone and they didn't seem to hear you until you moved closer, looked them straight in the eyes, and suddenly they were paying attention? Or maybe you thought your child was too busy to hear you, but then you found out they had memorized every single word you said? Or perhaps, like me, you were the kind of child who needed to touch everything, smell, taste, feel the world around you, leaving your parents in a constant state of panic. These are not just some random habits. This is how we learn. Some of us learn best when we see, some when we hear, and some, like me, when we experience things with our hands. But in today's world, our eyes do most of the work. Screens are everywhere. Now, let me ask you a question. Who here checks their phone every hour? Of course, not me. I'm just 11. I don't check my phone every hour. But here's where things get interesting. AI is here. AI is transforming education, and it's happening fast. Estonia has already announced that by September 2025, over 20,000 students and 3,000 teachers will have free access to AI tools in education. And right now, anyone with a device can use AI. But is this a good thing or a bad thing? Imagine this. What if instead of a teacher, we had AI run in the classroom? AI doesn't get tired, AI doesn't forget things. AI can explain the same thing 100 different times in 100 different ways using different examples, different voices, making learning fun and interactive. AI could be the perfect teacher, right? Sounds amazing, doesn't it? Well, not so fast. Because I spoke to some experts, people who study how children learn, and they told me something very important. We don't just learn from words, we learn from emotions. Think about it. When someone says, "I'm fine," do they always mean it? Or do you look at their faces, hear the way they say it, and feel something is wrong? Our teachers do the same. They don't just teach us facts, they teach us through emotions. If I stand here like this, you know something's wrong, right? And if I do this, you feel welcomed. No words needed. Also, when my mom raises an eyebrow, I already know I might be in trouble. No way I can do that. Studies show that learning happens best when emotions are involved. When a child doesn't feel any emotion from the teacher, good or bad, they lose interest in learning. And AI has no feelings. Did you know that ants and bees talk through chemicals? They release smells called pheromones that tell each other where to go. Mammals, like dogs or horses, they use sound and touch. Chimps, they go even further. They make eye contact. But humans, we are different. We don't just communicate. We change how another person feels with our words. Imagine something bad happens at school or in this world. A real teacher sees how we react. They explain it to us. They help us understand. AI doesn't know how we feel. It can't adjust to the mood of the classroom. And this matters. Because education is not just about learning facts. It's about transforming knowledge into life skills. There's something else. Screens, AI, too much technology at a young age can be dangerous. It can be addictive, even more than some drugs. If we don't use AI wisely, it can take over instead of helping us. So, is AI good or bad for education? The answer is neither. AI is a tool, and like any tool, it depends on how we use it. AI can be an amazing assistant, but never a replacement for a real teacher. AI can help us learn, but only if used responsibly. So don't fear AI in education. Use it, but use it wisely. And most importantly, never forget that the best learning happens when we connect face to face, heart to heart. Thank you.